Welcome in once again to the Yugioh Fresh Off the Press community, where we analyze the current posts, trends, and forecasts of the Yu-Gi-Oh markets. We're here to feed the endless, eternal Yu-Gi-Oh cardboard market watch addiction, guys. We're addicted to this. You guys already know. Hopefully you're enjoying the energy. You appreciate the effort, the videos, the research, the quality content, the entertainment. That's what we're here for, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, as it really does help out. Show me the cards, Jay. Before we dig into actually, the rest of the card lineup for today, I just wanted to highlight Welcome Labyrinth, guys. On a previous video, we said, and again, today's video is all about just cards that are in very high demand, just staples, things of that nature. But again, before we get into that, Welcome Labyrinth. I love me some Labyrinth, man. I honestly want to play the deck myself. I already purchased my playset of Big Welcome Labyrinth, but we said this might get reprinted actually in Battles of Legend. We were speculating, and it's panned out. It's getting a secret rare, fresh off the press, max rarity copy really soon. And yeah, last time we discussed it, was 15, 16s bumping up due to Labyrinth making moves and making noise. But again, now you can see it's a 9 Billy card, almost over 100 listings soon. Why? Because it's getting reprinted with a max rarity. This is gonna hit 5 Billy soon, probably even lower. Even though the demand is there heading into the WCQ, in just a couple of weeks we're gonna get that secret rare max rarity upgrade. So again, man, if you had this card, we did advise a couple of times on the channel to get rid of it, or that I would get rid of it per se, yeah, that's just where we find ourselves right now with regards to this cards. Then we move on to Boardload Savage Dragon. Guys, this card, it does have a Starlight as well as that high-end version that looks very beautiful. But the three more commonplace printings per se, you have the secrets from Battles of Legend Crystal Revenge, you have the ultra rares OGs from Savage Strike, and then the 2020, already a couple of years ago, Prismatic mid-max rarity. Really do love this copy. And yeah, they all were bumping down as of late, you know what I mean, like after the ban list. But right now, look, you see that heavy retracement back down to the mean. But recently Dragon Links have been making noise, in the regional circuits and top tier meta events. And as we can see here, it did come back down. But if you clean this up, janitor style, we do see that. To me, this is a deal, guys. 1350, I could see this quickly going to 15 billies and beyond once again. Under 50 listings for the most part. Again, you have options with the OG, hard to get, by the way. And then the recently reprinted secret rares from Battles of Legend Crystal Revenge. Now we're getting Battles of Legend Monsters Revenge. So Crystal Revenge, what is it, a year old already? So keep that in mind. Just this card is not as easy to get. You see a lot of 1s and 2s. You don't see Walls of China here. Let's see, you see a couple of play sets around 15 16s. Look, then it quickly becomes, where's the massive wall? Is it here? Is it going to be at 22s? A play set here and there. So yeah, as we can see here, after a couple of 15s and 16s, two sellers had 4 each. So after those are gone, the next Wall of China is right here, guys. 22 billies for this card. Of course, people just need a lot of 1-ofs and 2-ofs, but just to keep in mind that this card is not that easy to get. It just looks fresh off the press, clean cut. Look at that card, wow. And I personally own a playset of this, and this card looks beautiful in person. Then we have Forbidden Droplet, guys. This is another card that only has 5 printings. Again, you have an ultimate rare, an ultra, and then secrets, including a prismatic secret. Love me this card, man. Some of this Forbidden Droplet, yo, look, I got a playset of this, at least just slapped it in the binder. Why not? Because of course Konami could reprint this. It could have even slapped it in Battles of Legend Monsters Revenge. I don't think it's coming out there, as we got the leak. So I mean, yo, it's a hard card to get. It's broken. A quick play stops monster effects, and you pitch a card as a quick play. Look at that. Send any number of other cards from your hand and or field to the graveyard. Choose that many effect monsters your opponent controls. Until the end of the turn, they have its attack, and then they negate their effect. Look, in response to this card's activation, your opponent cannot activate cards or effect of cards with the same original type. Guys, as the card sent to the graveyard to activate this card. So it's a broken card. It limits, your opponent's response, and you can activate it even in the damage step, I believe, as it has an opponent's monster attack, and then it also negates their effects. So just such a great card. It's a flexible card that, it just hasn't found its space in the current meta scene, but definitely a card to keep in your radar as it's bumping up. These were 14s, 15s at the lows, and we see now heading up towards 18 billies, quickly become 20. You do have a couple of walls here, but only 71 listings. Of course, you have other options, but this is definitely one that I would keep in mind. Then you have the triple T's. The triple T's, as we can see here from Photon Hypernova. Card is not getting or shouldn't get reprinted. You just never know, anytime soon. So it's a meta card that we can see is ballooning towards 70 billies now. Wow, this card used to be 60 bucks here and there. Maybe you could have found a couple of deals under 60 billies, and now it's ballooning. You do have the wall of China here from who? Gamer's Choice. What a surprise. But only 30 listings overall. After that wall, it continues to balloon towards 74, 75 billies. And as we can see here, this could be a double bottom, honestly, where you had 64s and then you had 63s, and now we're coming back up. If we break this last pivot high at $72, $73, it's going to be an 80 billy card sooner rather than later. And yeah, this card looks beautiful, has a broken effect. Only 3 pages, guys. Heading into the WCQ season, I wouldn't be surprised if it goes crazy. You just never know, man. Triple digits, is it possible? Leave a comment down below with your thoughts. Then you have Lubellion, the Bestial Lubellion. I think I saw a picture like of a QCSR of this in Battles of Legend. Is that true? I'm not too sure. Leave a comment down below. But yeah, look at this card. It's pushing up to previous all-time highs, just off the lows, going parabolic, attempting to break, to create a new all-time high. As we can see here, around 80s, and there's even a couple of sales around 80s, guys. So, it's actually 72s, 73s, but not too many listings before 76, and eventually 80s and beyond, breaking that previous all-time high. Only 26 listings for this card. Secret rare single print for now, unless it's getting that QCSR soon, and then eventually in the tins, this card will likely be reprinted. Imagine a prismatic secret of this card. Wow, that thing would be crazy. But again, heading into the WCQ, people are not playing around. They're getting the cards they need. People are no longer scared of a possible impending ban list until after the WCQ. So people aren't scared to shed out the Monet that they need to in order to get the cardboard that they want to play. Then the same with Magnuma. I can't believe that this card is running rampant once again off the 8 billy lows, near previous all-time highs once again for this card. What is going on? People are not playing around heading into the WCQ. You see that 16 billies here quickly goes up to 17s for this super rare again. Wow, that's up over 100% in the last couple of weeks. Only 42 listings, and man, this is a strong bounce off the lows. You see the demand coming in. People are not playing around. Another single print, card. Man, why didn't you print this in Battles of Legend as an ultra rarity bump? I know it's coming probably in the tens, but man, that's just crazy. Again, having to pay 16, 17 billies for a super rare from Dark Wing Blast. And you have Fenrir, guys. What a card. What a card. It bumped up to 40s. Excuse me, after the ban list, retraced back down. But as we can see, the demand is very high for this card, maintaining that 35 billy level as that low, as that floor price for this card. Only 4 pages in the markets, 31 listings. Card is not that easy to get as you would think. You would think most people already have their Fenrirs, but there's a lot of switching going on. People making last minute moves. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go with Fenrir. Cash Tiras, I'm gonna take it to the WCQ, so I need it, man. And that's where you see the demand come in. People need their copies. Still at 3. Didn't get touched on the ban list, and Cash Tira is still a broken deck here in the TCG. Then you have Kurikara Divine Carnate from Power of the Elements, guys. Wow, this card has been in an uptrend forever, for 2023. Just continues to go parabolic to make new all-time highs in price. The demand is very high, is sky high right now. And as we can see, we cleaned this up, man, all this mess up. First eds, 54, 55 billies, quickly goes up to 60. Look, only 2 pages and 20 listings in the market. Again, another single print level 1 fairy broken effect that, man, we could have had in Battles of Legend Monsters Revenge, but Konami should have probably other plans for this card. Secret rare, single print. Who knows when it's going to get reprinted? Everyone needs it, or a lot of people, heading into the final mega Yu-Gi-Oh event of the year, which is that WCQ Nationals, guys. Wow, what a card. Same for Blazing Cartesia, the Virtua, secret rare, another single print that has yet to receive a reprint. As we can see here, the uptrend continues, just making new local all-time highs after new all-time highs. And then look, yo, just higher lows and higher highs. It's an uptrend, guys. As we can see, the demand is there. And if we clean this up, let's provide you an update. Again, it's not that we haven't talked about these cards on the channel, but every once in a while, at least once per week, I like to, you know, just cover staples. What are staples doing? So many of them are meta relevant, but even, you know, others are not. Just always cover those staples that people are coming after, just the high in demand cards right now. And as we can see, this card's price is stabilizing at around 50, 51, 52 billies, only 40 listings, 4 pages, and then the card is gone. Again, single print secret, you know, branded Despia. This is their go-to. Just such a great card that you want to keep in mind. Guys, if you enjoy this type of fresh off the press content, don't forget, we link in the description down below. You know, we have the podcast episodes here from the Semi-Limited podcast. They do a great job over there. And then Haver, man, what an episode. It was a blast. If you haven't checked, don't miss out. Just so much great content and value and information over here. And then the socials, don't forget the TikTok, the Facebook, the Instagrams, the Twitters, the Discord. You just never know. If one day randomly YouTube shuts this channel down, you just, not that they will or should, you know, hopefully not, right? But you want to have access to me, so it doesn't you know, it does help for you, you know, to be exposed to my social network. So thank you so much. And then subscribe. So much great value here. Just click that button. I would appreciate it. And also the bell to stay tuned for our giveaways, for our live streams. Just so many great new videos as they come out. And then don't forget to destroy that like button, as it does help out with the algorithm as well, to find great people like you guys on the channel. And then lastly, guys, none of this is official financial advice. It's just for entertainment purposes only. Continue to show me the cards, Jay. As we can see here, Nibiru, the primal being from 2022 tins, that it feels like it came out just the other day, but man, it's been a while now. As we can see, just 5 printings for this card. Yo, you would think it has many prints, this, that, and the other. It's falling out a little, you know, out of favor per se, and based on the higher rarities. But as you can see, this one, is it bumping up? No way. Let's check out. Let's refresh here. Let's refresh the listings. And yeah, as we can see here, let's clean this up. 69 listings, and this quickly becomes a 5 billy card. It's stabilizing there with the walls of China, as you can see there, you know. So yeah, you can see it's in an uptrend here. So the more budget copy is on more demand, very high demand, but I'm surprised these are pretty cheap if those are the actual prices of Nibiru. Let's just quickly check out here. Yeah, 8 billies for a secret rare. Not bad, not bad. 8 billies. I would just go honestly for the prismatic secret. This is the one that I have a playset of. You know, it's just such a great card. At 7 billies, this is cheap, man. I could see it doubling up, going to 100% increase, you know, one day. And as we can see, this to me is the lows, man. You see here, small uptrend. I would honestly, if you don't have these nibs, just get them. I would go for this version, you know, because it just looks beautiful, honestly. So definitely make your considerations. Then we have Infinite Impermanence, guys. What a staple. Don't forget, cards like these heading into big, massive Yu-Gi-Oh events like the WCQ. People want their hand traps, you know, people want just these broken staples. And as we can see, it's been in a downtrend as of late, just retracing back down to the mean. But, you know, I believe there's still another leg up for this card, back up to 15 billies and possibly beyond. It is the super rare, so is the lowest version or rarity per se that you can get access to. Only 39 listings though. You do have a couple of walls here and there at 11s, 1150s, you know, but only 4 pages. So don't forget about this card. By now you should have access to Impermanence. If you're waiting, stop on that wait, man. Just get the cards you need before you're paying for, you know, a bigger premium for these cards. Then you have Runics. Runics are making a lot of noise in the OCG, you know, which our upcoming video is going to cover that information, and also here in the TCG after the ban list. You know, Fountain got slapped to 2, but the engine is still you know, up there, vibrant, powerful. You know, when mixed with sprites mainly, you know, and any other decks that you would choose that has that synchrony with. As you can see, there's a 25 Billy here. It quickly goes up to 28s and then eventually 30s and beyond. Only four pages, 38 listings for Runic Tip. Again, the commonplace theme of today is the fact that most of these cards have under 50 listings, just lower listings than usual. Why? Because the demand is coming in, guys. The demand is, these cards are in very high demand. They're usually meta relevant. Heading into the WCQ, people want to get access to the cards that they need. Let's check Tactical Masters real quick, as we can see here. Let's see, Fountain, yeah, Fountain, Tip, you know, Fountain, yeah, 9 Billies still. So, you know, not make Yugioh usually was 12s to 15s. There's a deal there. So yeah, man, you know, the demand is there. Then you have Sprite Blue. Look at that, off the 15 Billy lows, went parabolic after the Banlist came out, and as we can see, it's still up almost 100% off the lows, you could say, and quickly becomes a 35 Billy card. Only 3 listings, guys. I'm sorry, only 3 pages, 25 listings. That's pretty low. It's you have this in the OT, so it's just a hard card to get. That the demand is up there. Runic Sprite is a thing, and definitely wanted to provide you guys with an update just in case you were thinking of getting this card. That, yeah, it just continues to go up. Then you have the other triple T's, the forgotten triple T, just so good, such a great card. Wow, look at that spike on the chart, off, you know, from 14s, it says 16s to 17s. Okay, yeah, that means some sales are popping off at those prices, but you do see that you have walls here at around that 14 Billy range, 67 listings. Honestly, this is where I would come in for this card. You do have the other ultra rare, I think, was it, or is that Nadir? I always forget with this one and the, yeah, it is this one. They're from Mama at around 14 Billies as well. And then you have the secret OGs, max rarity, first ed. Honestly, this is the mid-max rarity here. It's right in the middle, but the Mama ones look nice too, man. So honestly, you know, I would get this one, the Mama one. It just looks better. I don't know how to explain it. You see the clear downtrend here, and yeah, these are 15s, man. Look at that. Wow. And then quickly go up to 16, 49 listings. So the Mama one is harder to get from a 2021 10. That's weird. It just looks better. So honestly, this is the one that I own. I have you know, my play set, and yeah, heading into the final mega Yu-Gi-Oh event, you want to have access to broken cards like these, especially going second, guys. Then we move on to triple T's again. Nah, Peaceful Planet Calarium. This card again, Manadiums, man, what I call it Manadiums. You know, they're such a great deck. They're making noise here in the TCG as of late, and you see this card had a low of 24 Billies, and it's 30 to 31s on the charts. We're gonna check the price, but again, this is a single print from Sayak, you know, Field Spell card that works also with Visa Starfrost, and just such a great card that people weren't paying too much attention to. And yeah, they've been sneaking up very quietly in price as of late. You see it's 30 Billies, then quickly goes up to 35 Billies and beyond. Again, only 3 pages, 21 listings. These cards are in such high demand, and honestly, I believe this is just consolidation near the bottom before continuing this new uptrend in the next couple of weeks, guys. It's not easy to get this card, and you know, Sayak came out all right, good and well, but it's getting farther and farther away, which will get harder and harder to get these cards. Love the artwork with the yellow and the blue, the contrast, and yeah, it's a very good card. And then, you know, the last card is Visa Starfrost, guys. The demand hasn't waned, you know, for this card. You know, if we clean this up here, Janitor Style, 31 Billies, almost 32. Quickly again, go up to 35 and beyond. Also, just 3 pages, also 21 listings, guys. These cards are just high in demand, hard to get. People are getting ready for the competitive events, you know, in this month and next month. This is the time, man. These next couple of weeks, I expect the markets to ramp up. You know, Battles of Legend is coming out. The WCQ is essentially here in the 2 to 3 week time frame. So things are ramping up, as we can see. The demand is coming in, and charts wise, look, it's attempting to create a new all-time high in price. And here, if you go to the 1 year, it shows that this region of 31, 33s is the previous all-time highs, and you know, it should go beyond. Why? The demand, this card only has 2 printings. Why didn't it come out in battles? So many. They could have put in Cartesia, Starfrost, Lubellion, you know, even though Lubellion might have that QCSR, but you guys get the gist. Most cards that we covered today have such high demand. They could have given us, you know, give us all these cards, Konami. We want this cardboard, but oh well. You know what I mean? It is what it is. And yeah, you can see the demand nearing all-time high and just about to go parabolic once again. Guys, if you enjoy this type of fresh off the press content, guys, make sure you destroy that subscribe button, the like button. Thank you so much for your comments, for your support, man. It never gets old. We're almost at 1.270 here. That's crazy. Almost 1.3K. The channel continues to grow, and it is all thanks to you guys, the beautiful Yu-Gi-Oh community. If you made it this far out into the video, you guys are the straight MVPs, man. Honestly, man, it's a humbling experience. Thank you for allowing me to create daily content and to bring this value to you guys. All right, let me let you guys get out of here. Sometimes it's just too easy. When they forget, we remember, man. Hopefully you guys feel the vibes, the energy, man. You know, I love you guys, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. So thank you so much for your time, for your support, and for your attention. Hope you guys have a good one.